guys! Hi, Brave leaders! Hello, Brave families in our whole Brave community. I am coming at you on day 3 of our book talks and counselor lessons, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to go through this book called When You Are Brave. This is one of my favorite books. Right when I discovered that I would be a Brave and joining the Brave family, I got this book immediately, and if you've been into our counselor office, it's been on display. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is Something Bad Happened, a kid's guide to coping with events in the news. I'm going to be just taking one excerpt from this and talking about what we can do when we're seeing or hearing things that might feel scary to us. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of my favorite mindfulness breathing techniques from a book that I have on my Kindle, as you'll see right behind me. So we have our hedgehog friend here today, and we have this book, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is called When You Are Brave, and this book is about a girl who was moving away from home. And so she didn't have her family, she didn't have her friends, and I think a lot of us right now feel that way because we're at home and it can feel like we're not in our community right now, but we can still connect with each other in other ways, and we can remember that we can be brave and we have bravery inside of us. And so she says that sometimes in the world things can be scary and you have to be brave. Just like a bird who falls through the sky, as brave as a caterpillar that builds its bed. And I think right now we can feel a little bit like caterpillars because we are inside and we have to stay inside, but we are going to come out stronger than ever before because we are learning how to get through something that's really tough, but we're doing it together. And also learning how to jump in the water, riding a bus to school alone. And sometimes the world can feel really scary. It can be too big, too loud, too hard, or too much. While you might feel too small, too quiet, too tired, or not enough. But you can look deep inside of you. And I love this page. I'm just going to show you guys this page right here. You can look deep inside of you and close your eyes and breathe, and knowing that the courage was inside of you all along. And right now, it might feel like a small flame, but it can get even bigger. And you can picture it in your mind, and it can get even bigger. And you're going to know when you're ready, and no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. Even if you struggle, even if it gets really hard, but you're going to find your courage and you're going to use it again and again. And the really cool thing is that when we go through difficult times, it builds up our courage. And we're going to look back on this and be like, man, I have been through this, so I can go through anything. And that's really, really amazing. And you're going to remember when you were brave. And be as brave as yourself. Okay? And so, guys, I remember that Miss Stallwick on the last 2 videos, she did some affirmations. So we're going to also do some affirmations. And I'm going to grab my phone just to remind myself of our affirmations so I don't forget any. So let's do this together. You are brave. You are strong, you are kind, you are good, and you are loved. And I just want you to remember that even from here, guys, we're thinking about you and we love you and we want you to be doing okay, and we're thinking about you a lot. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this book. This book is called Something Bad Happened, a kid's guide to coping with events in the news. I actually got this book probably about 2 months ago, and I was just getting it thinking that it would be perfect to add to my counseling collection, so just to have this on hand, I was really, really thankful. So the first part of the book is an introduction to parents and caregivers. And this is something I actually will include on our counseling website. I'll make sure I include some really great information of how to talk to your children about events in the news. So number 1, chapter 1 is something happened. Okay? So this is all about how whenever we see things on the news, it happens somewhere in the world and it's affecting lots of people. And so, yes, that's what's happening right now. And then it says that you may be distracted, nervous, or angry, and you may be wondering what's going on. Oops. This is real. I'm at home right now and something just fell. That's okay. This is my first video like this, so just bear with me. And the questions are, what happened? Why did it happen? Will it happen again? And will it happen to me? So there's a lot of questions going on. I'm sure that your kids are asking. I'm sure that you're asking. And the most important thing that we can do and what this chapter is about in here is thinking about this in the present moment. When our minds race and when our minds go haywire, we can actually be thinking about what if this happens to me? What if I experience these things that I'm seeing on the news? The most important thing that we can do is actually come back to the present moment and go, okay, what is happening to me right now? And you know what? You're watching this video and you're safe. And so that's a really important thing to remember, is that you're safe and you're also doing the things necessary to keep yourself safe. And if you're in Texas right now, and if you're in Austin, that's staying home. Okay? So the next chapter that we're going to talk about tomorrow is called Brains in High Alert. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do, and this is going to be the last part of our video, is I am going to be talking about 2 different ways that you can be calm and stay calm. Okay? So we have some tools to help you stay calm and help you be mindful and use mindfulness and breathing. So we have a friend named Zeke. This is what he looks like right here. And he says that he likes to try feather flutter breathing. So first, we pretend to hold a feather in front of our face and notice how your fast breathing moves the feather back and forth. So when you're really uncomfortable and you're feeling pretty anxious and upset, you can breathe really quickly, and that would move a feather back and forth. But when you take slower breaths, the feather turns to gentle flutters. So when you feel better, you can take a deep breath in and hold the feather high. Then let the feather go and try to make the feather land softly. So we can picture that feather floating and landing softly. Then another thing that we can do is count to calm. Sometimes counting helps me calm my thoughts when I'm frustrated. Here's how Zeke does it. He closes his eyes and breathes in through his nose. Then breathes out through his mouth. And in and out counts as one breath. I breathe this way 10 times, concentrating the whole time on the air going in and out. And he says even it's fun to challenge himself and try different ways of counting, usually to start counting by 1s to 10, and then might try again by 5s, 3s, or 30, or even higher. So you can breathe in and out and do it 10 times. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know about you, but I already feel so much more relaxed. I hope you enjoyed our day 3 coming to your homes with a book talk and counseling lessons, and we can't wait to come back and talk to you guys. Thank you.